same month when I implemented those solar panels, something weird happened out on this super isolated piece of property where, like I said, you're lucky if you even hear a plane go by. I was out there one night. It was about 10 o'clock at night. Long day of work, because I'd be sleeping inside of my minivan some nights, legit. And then I felt these really deep vibrations through my whole body, shaking my whole car. I'm like, what is that? It was a helicopter flying over. And then I'm like, what? That's weird. I've been out here for a year working on this thing. There has never been a helicopter. Like, there's rotor, literally propeller airplanes that fly here and there, you know, the grain airplanes for farmers, but never a helicopter. So I'm like, that's weird. I got out my car, looked, and there was this blacked out helicopter flying at the tree line, super low. And I'm like, okay, it has a spotlight on it too. I'm like, okay, I guess it's just flying by, whatever. Okay, boom, flew over. It circled back around me again. Like, okay, that's weird, but I'm not gonna freak out. Then it did it again. I'm like, oh, hell no. I got my phone out. I have it on. We got the video. I recorded that helicopter because it circled me 6 times and the spotlight was literally shining directly into the windshield of my van. I was getting ready to just drive off that night because I'm like, what is going on? And then it flew off. But like I said, at that point, I got it on camera. I was posting stories about it on Instagram. Because at this point, I think I had like 1 million followers on Instagram, 2 million on TikTok, half 100,000 on YouTube or whatever, or 500,000. And I'm posting about this, and everybody's like, "Yo, man, that's some agency or something." And I'm like, I don't know who that was.
It was there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I guess they think I'm just making like whiskey out here or something, doing something illegal or whatever. That, I'm finding, trying to be as optimistic as possible. But then the month after that, now we're in June of 2025. Now the month after that, all of a sudden, one day I wake up and then my phone is completely hacked. Like, I had an iPhone at this time and it was completely hacked. Like, hacked to the degree where somebody was able to tap into the mic of the phone, tap into the camera of the phone, had access to every picture, anything I did on the phone.
How you know that?
Because I literally be talking to like my family members about what was going on, and they get text of what I was saying. I'm like, what in the world is going on? This is like something from a movie. And then I know they had access to my entire phone. You know why? Because I had a picture of my phone on my phone of my driver's license that I use like for applications, whatever. And that picture of my driver's license that was only on my phone got uploaded to my Instagram account. And then I'm like, what? And then I looked at my Instagram, and then I'm like, okay, somebody hacked in, obviously. But then I looked in the logins. There were no logins. It said, you posted that to your Instagram account. I said, no, I did it. And I'm like, oh, I kind of get it now. There's some type of malware or bug on my phone to where somebody literally is essentially in my phone. And then I finally got everything situated about a month later. And I came back and made the video where I'm like, it was hackers, guys. They got into my stuff. And then on top of that, like I forgot to mention, on top of all this, just a month before the hack, I had that helicopter fly over. So people put all that together. Like, oh, they got this guy. He's done.
It's crazy. But we got to that video where you had Investors.
Exactly. So, yep. Because Investors was in August. So yep. Then I showed up for Investors, and then
I was like, he's here.
Yeah. And then everybody was like surprised to see me because everybody was like, he was missing. So then it was crazy because when I was there, I was just going because I'm like, I just want to see what's up. Like, I didn't go as like, I don't know, security or anything. I just showed up as myself, nothing. And everywhere I went, I was swarmed. Like, I couldn't walk. Anyway, even when there were some moments, that where the stage is, it's like dark in there, and I'm dark skinned. So I'm like, I got an advantage. I can do a little sneak effect stuff. Let me go step in the corner of this dark room and I can finally just be, no. People would find me, and then before I knew it, I'd be swarmed. Everybody would be wanting to interview me and take pictures with me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. And then I ran into you guys. And at that point, that's why I'm like, yes, please let me in the video. It's been a rough day out here. Like, oh my goodness. Anywhere I go, I tell you, in the bathroom, it didn't matter. But that did show that what that showed me though, was that my theory of doing this approach of sharing it online works. Because even though that was a situation where I know I wasn't kidnapped, but I was under attack, people were not silent. The news didn't want to pick up on it, but people made it the news. Everywhere I was in, South Africa publications, France, Germany, Mexico, United States, like Daily Mail, everywhere. There were blog posts, everybody was posting about it because the people did not let it be silent. Nobody let that, like every social media, well, not every social media creator, but tons of huge social media creators were talking about it. Kyrie Irving was talking about it. I mean, like, it was crazy. And that goes to show me that, like, yes, this approach of sharing this with everybody and making it the world's journey is advantageous, because nobody will ever let this be like other passive ventures where it could just be snuffed out easy. It's going to be a fight to snuff this out, because nobody's going to just let it lay low when something happens. Because here's the crazy thing. I don't know who it was that hacked into my stuff, but I'll tell you this. It had access to my page, okay? And since all this was happening, my page shot up. Like I was at 1 million followers when it started, and at the end of the hack, I was at like 2.5 million because of all the publicity. But anyway, they had access to my humongous page that had some more views than ever. And they didn't use that opportunity to go in there and like post some type of like crypto scam to make money, or post about themselves for publicity. Their only motive was to break my spirit. Their only motive was to post personal things about me, things about my address and my family, to try to discourage me. And what that goal to show me was, whoever this was that had these crazy means to hack into me like this, they're intimidated just by the fact of what I'm doing. And there's all type of theories you can go down all day.
You gotta go down that hole. Who you think could be intimidated, and you could just go down and rabbit hole yourself.